I got to a point in my life where I got tired. So I'm getting on the plane, right? And I'm walking all the way to the back like I got to move so they can get to the bathroom. I'm saying to myself, like, why I got to keep passing first class? Like, why can't I never sit in first class? Like, I'm not envious of nobody. I'm not jealous. Like, I'm not trying to be like nobody. I'm just like wondering, like, why I got to keep passing first class? Like, what's going to happen one day where I can sit in first class? Like, why am I not in first class? Like, why they put me all the way in the back? Like, why am I like got a 4-hour layover when they fly me from here to there to here to get back to here? I'm like, why can't I just fly straight? Why am I not in the 5-star hotel with the concierge? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't I get a concierge? Why can't I get the place with the bread? Like, why is his wife driving the European vehicle and my wife? I got tired. I said, one day I'm gonna fly first class. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't even like into that like y'all think, right? But I just love when my whole family, we all sitting in first class. And where I come from, we don't fly first class. Not my whole family flying first. They like, which, Mr. Thomas, this is the premiere. You might be in the net. I'm like, no, we in this section right here. I'm not like caught up into that kind of stuff. I'm grateful that my wife can finally sit in first class and get a meal. My children are in first class and this is not a standard. I'm grateful that my son is going to college and he doesn't have to take out a loan. I got tired. I got tired of being like giving 70 and 80% and not living the way I wanted to live. And this guy got tired. He started crying. He like, yo, Shaq is winning. I see the Spurs winning. I see Chauncey Billups with his new team. I see other people winning and I'm not winning and I want to be a winner and I'm tired. And I got tired, y'all, so I did something about it. I woke up every day and started grinding. I was tired. I was tired. I'm looking at my wife. My wife was looking at homes. She looked at a home that was like $50 million. Like, what you looking at a $50 million house for? She like, goals. I'm like, what kind of goals? She like, you're going to have to work a little harder. Like my wife is not on that. Like she used to be cheap. She want to hold on every dime. Now she talking about living in $50 million homes. What happened? I started giving 120. And so my wife started giving 120. She got on that new drug and she changed her diet. And now we working out every day. And it's a whole new swag. So I need y'all to do me a huge favor. I need you to get tired. You in this room. If you in this room, you feeling me like, yo, eat real. I'm doing the 70. I know I got 120 in me. I'm doing the 80 as a real estate. Like for real, you in real estate, right? And you looking at other people like, why they getting those checks? And like you think they're human, just like for real. Do you know what bothered me the most? Is that there were humans that was doing this. For real, that's what bothered me the most. What bothered me the most was like, yo, I'm walking past first class. It wasn't robots in first class. There were other humans in first class. I'm like, they human beings in first class like me. Like I'm looking at these homes like, yo, they just drove in. That's another human. What's the difference between my man and me? The effort that he gives, the information that he has, the effort that he gives, the information that he has, the effort that he gives. Yep, and what I discovered, I'm gonna get off of this. But what I discovered was that you don't have to be born in a certain neighborhood. You don't have to be born in a certain family. You don't have to have a certain socioeconomic status. It only takes one thing to get what you see other people have that you want, and it's called effort.
Will you film when no one's watching? Will you sing when no one's listening? Will you write when not one soul will read it? Because if you can, then it's yours. Will you do it in the dark when no one's there to tell you what to do or who you should be, and no one's there looking over your shoulder making sure that you actually do it? There's no one grading your homework here. You're the teacher and you're the student. So will you do it when no one cares? When there's no funding, no support, when there are no crowds and no one's there to cheer you on and pump you up, will you do it then? The greatest advice I can ever give you is that you must be successful before you can ever be successful. Meaning, whatever you want to do in this life, or whoever you want to be, you must do it before you're ever rewarded for it. Because if you can't handle that struggle, you don't deserve the comfort. See, you want to be an inspiration, but you can't influence anybody if you can't influence one person first, yourself. How are you going to be that rock to someone if you can't do it now, by yourself? You want to be relied upon? You have to make it through that mud first. See, last time I checked, it's monkey see, monkey do. Not monkey hear, monkey do. Your character is defined by what you actually do. And no action speaks louder than when you do it when no one's paying attention. When there's no accountability except to yourself, and your own word becomes your bond. You will be rewarded in public for what you spend years doing in the dark, alone, in your private time. Do you do it for Instagram, or is that genuinely who you are? Have the water bottles just lying around the car if that's who you are. Don't clean up when someone stops by the house. You can fool people some of the time, but you can't fake life. You can't bypass universal principles that this universe was created upon. All the behaviors, all of them tie together, because you bring yourself into everything that you do. So how you do anything is how you do everything. And if you want to be a legend, then there has to be something different about you. It's called congruency. Will you hold the door open when you don't get a thank you? How do you treat people you don't have to be nice to? Real legends, real ones, do the right thing, especially when there's no reward. So you better earn your stripes when no one knows your name, when no one's giving you money to continue. And you better believe in yourself when no one else does. And you better believe in some moral principles long before you're under those lights. Because the war is won before it is ever fought.
Average people, they just cope through life as if it's something to get through. This is depressing, as if death is a goal. Your clock is ticking. You don't have time to get through it. My depression propelled me to greatness. Listen to this passion. This doesn't come through sitting there and being happy and okay with everything. Yes, you have to accept that things are the way that they are, but I need you to use your pain, not be used by it. How do you not understand? This was given to you for a reason, so you can grow, so you can expand. How does a muscle get built in the gym? With resistance. You need some resistance to bring out the best in you. You need some pain, some struggle, some hardship. Life was not given to you so that you could cope through it. It was given to you to thrive. We need your obsession, your all in. Not this I'll try my best bullshit. As if it's out of your hands. It is not out of your hands. Stop lying to yourself and justifying why you can stay where you are, why it's okay for you to be where you don't want to be. And stop telling yourself that you're doing the best that you can when you know that you haven't even begun to tap half of your potential. Before you've even seen what you're capable of, you're already starting to think about quitting and giving up on yourself. What is this to you? You're going to die. How can you not understand this? It doesn't last forever. For all we know, it could happen tomorrow. challenge you to live with this in mind and see how you will do things differently. You won't cope, you'll thrive. You'll stop holding yourself back and always limiting your opportunities. I heard some people saying, isn't that extreme? Isn't it extreme to be obsessed, to go all in, to do everything you're supposed to do? You should have a plan B. Life is extreme. Sometimes you lose people. Sometimes tragedy hits you. Life is going to continue to be extreme, so get extreme with it. Don't wait for an extreme moment to wake you up. Because that's what happens if you don't wake up, if you don't start doing what you're supposed to do. Eventually life will hit you with something extreme just so that you'll wake up. Listen, you're not going to get out of your life alive, so play all in. Stop saving yourself for round 2. There is no round 2. This is the round. This is the time. This is your opportunity to show what you're made of. Today is your day. And now is the moment. Whatever you need to do, do it with your whole heart. Do it with everything, every little piece of you. Invest it, all of your energy, no holding back. What would your life look like if you went all in everything that you did? From the moment you woke up until you passed out on the bed at night. If you were so intense that nobody can keep up, you have that in you. You have that power within you. You just have to let it out. Yes, some people will call you extreme. When you bring out the best in you, when you give everything that you have in every situation, when you stop doping and walking around like a brain-dead zombie, of course you're gonna turn some heads. If you're not drawing attention to you, that is the problem. You need attention. You need people to notice you. You want the world to know that you are here. Don't live in the shadows, not even leaving a fingerprint, not even leaving a mark. The only way to actually make a dent, the only way to actually impact people is to be extreme, is to go all in, is to do everything that you can possibly do. Only then can you realize your potential. Only then can you live the life that you truly know you're capable of, that you truly want to live. And nothing less than being extreme will be enough if you want to stop coping through life and begin to thrive.